Hi everyone, how's everyone doing here today? Well, I'm not the least bit surprised, but recently there was another one of Trump's rallies, this time in New York at Madison Square Garden. And it was pretty much just as violent as disgusting, probably even more, because they didn't really seem to, you know, pull any punches. They made out all the stops and everything, with all sorts of different characters. Some I had never even heard of or seen before until now, and frankly wish I haven't. I've only seen snippets of it. I'm not even going to bother watching it because, again, it's like all the same stuff we've heard before. The racism, the xenophobia, the homophobia, everything from just more lies and the demonization of immigration and stuff. And I think it was even the New York Times, which, not only showing up late for the party and not bringing a gift, but saying this is what Trump intends to be like. Believe him. Everything from his hateful rhetoric to wanting to militarize, use the military to go after political opponents, and also to go after anyone that speaks out against him, protesters and that sort of thing. What I don't understand is what was the whole goal here? Because one, New York's not a swing state, and I don't think this is going to really appeal to undecided voters or independent voters. If anything, quite the opposite. If there are people within a group like the ones who are still making excuses, like Latinos for Trump, African Americans for Trump, well, I think this pretty much shows you just how racist he is, as if there were really any doubts. Are you really starting to make excuses from this? I'm part Puerto Rican, and right away you had this one comedian, somebody I never even heard of, and, he wasn't really a comedian, stuff like that, regarding Puerto Rico as garbage, or African Americans that carve watermelons instead of pumpkins for Halloween, that sort of thing, and how, immigrants, they just want to come in, don't pull out, making a sexual reference, of course. And none of the jokes fell flat. Now, don't get me wrong, I've heard my share of racist comedians in the past. Some of them actually can be funny when presented in a certain way. This was all against marginalized groups in immigration. They didn't make fun of MAGA, they didn't make fun of Trump, they didn't make fun of white people in any way. And again, there wasn't even much laughter from the audience because it wasn't meant to be a joke, okay? This is what the party is. This isn't the GOP, this isn't conservative, this is just all MAGA, even Elon Musk, who says, oh, I'm not MAGA, I'm dark MAGA, like some stupid schoolboy who, put on the uniform and said, yeah, I'm MAGA now, I'm dark MAGA, yeah, whatever. It's like, shut the hell up. And of course, there are still others out there, like MAGA friends of mine, that are going to try and make excuses for this, that are going to say, no, this isn't fascism. Trump has used that before in the past, like calling it, no, we're not. Kamala's the fascist. With the typical Pee Wee Herman, I know you are, but what am I response? Meaning, I can't think of an intelligent way to defend myself, so I got to project everything else onto them. We've heard this from other Trump supporters in the past and everything, saying like, no, Kamala Harris, she's the fascist out there. I don't see Kamala Harris spreading hate speech. I don't see her making racist comments. She called Donald Trump a fascist. And if you don't want to be called that, if you don't want to be labeled a racist, well, I would recommend stop making racist remarks. I would recommend stop bringing people who claim to be comedians and put out racist jokes. You knew exactly what they were going to say at this at Madison Square Garden. You all may as well have been standing up there in white sheets and hoods. At that point, it was more like a Klan rally, and they made a comparison to that, where years ago, I forget the exact year, but the Nazis had a little rally there and stuff. I don't know exactly what rhetoric they put out, but I can't imagine it was anything loving and peaceful. Yeah, I think one of Trump's campaign managers, I forget her name, put out like, oh yeah, this was a thing about love and everything, stuff like that. More like it's, we love to hate black people, we love to hate brown people, we love to hate immigrants, we love to hate marginalized groups, we love to hate trans people. The theme of this should have been more like, oh, I'm a racist and you can be a racist too if you join MAGA. That's what it is. The problem is with some of the Trump supporters, and as I mentioned yesterday, I don't think all Trump supporters are racist. I really don't. But every racist definitely supports Donald Trump. And the problem is, for all you non-racists or people who claim to be non-racists out there, if you put out a statement like, well, it's not that I'm a racist, but, well, that means you're about to make a racist comment, okay? If your stance is, well, I don't like that sort of stuff. I don't like what happened at that rally, but I'm still going to vote for Donald Trump. That means you're supporting the racism. You're supporting the bigotry. Maybe you're doing it indirectly, but you're still supporting it. You can deny it all you want, but that's part of the package. That's what it is. This isn't like some added-on feature. No, this is what they want to do. They want to do mass deportations, which doesn't solve the problem. They want to do more of the Muslim bans. Of course, excluding the countries that Donald Trump does business with, because, you know, money over bigotry, hey, come on. It's not political. It's just business. You know, if you just are trying to soften this with context by saying, oh, no, the usual excuses. It was just a joke. You're taking it out of context. Donald Trump's not really a racist. He's just trying to be funny. Are you Latinos for Trump and blacks for Trump out there still looking at this, trying to, sit in your denialism? Are you still trying to look at it and think that somehow you're going to make the exception? Even Byron Donalds with his transphobia out there. Sure, giving him a little pat on the head, say, good, Byron, you're a good boy, you support your Trump. We're going to tell a few racist jokes. You don't mind, do you? It's nothing against you, we like you, we need you out there to, so you can be our little puppet to say, no, we're not racist, we got Byron Donalds, we got Tim Scott, we got Candace Owens, and so on. And of course, Byron Donalds goes for it because he doesn't care about his own people, he doesn't care about America, he only wants to suck up to Trump and stay in power. And when Kamala Harris wins in 2024, this is also set to stage up for it. We can't win the election, so we're going to claim voter fraud, and we're going to try and use violence to take it. We got to be prepared for that. I could be wrong, and I really hope I am. I hope nothing violent happens, but I would not take that off the table. And like I said before, to those out there who are considering violence, you can bet your bottom dollar, come January 6th, when they're certifying results, Donald Trump won't have the presidency on his side. Joe Biden will. And you can bet they're going to be on full alert saying, anyone tries anything stupid, they're not going to, play nicely. You go down that route, like I said, you're going to wind up in jail or in an early grave. It is not worth it. You got to stop denying yourself. If you haven't voted for Trump yet, and you're having second thoughts, trust your instinct, okay? Because this hatred, this threat of fascism is real. It's not a joke, okay? Donald Trump, all the bad things he does, as the New York Times said, believe him, all right? It's not, you're misreading this. No, I'm reading it loud and clear, and they're saying the quiet part out loud, with all the other vile characters, from Tucker Carlson to Stephen Miller, even that Dr. Phil putting out his stupid nonsense, and Hulk Hogan there, putting on his buffoonery. These threats are real. So if you're somebody that were thinking about Donald Trump and you have second thoughts, vote blue, please. Because that's the best way we can stop this. Historically, fascism isn't a type of thing that comes in by force, with exception of certain things like January 6th. It gets elected in. It works its way in through lies and through phony propaganda. And it's not going to get any better. And this country, another 4 years of Donald Trump, you're going to see a lot more of this stuff. More of the hatred, more of the vile, the bigotry, more of the xenophobia. We can still stop it. There's still a window of opportunity. We got the early voting going on. And I'm not saying this, because I oppose Trump supporters. I oppose what they believe in. I oppose Donald Trump and the sycophants in politics that back him, up to and including Fox. I'm saying this because I care about America, and I don't want to see our country fall into fascism. And just like I've mentioned before, fascism eventually affects everyone in some shape or form. What, you think because you voted for Trump and you were in the black or Latino community that you're going to get a pass? That they're going to look back and remember you on? No. Because as Donald Trump said in his own words at his Las Vegas rally, I don't care about you, I only care about your vote. Once he gets it, once he in, game over. So really stop and think first. And if you're an undecided voter, I don't know what else more it's going to take. that these threats are real and we have the power to stop it, okay? And when Kamala Harris wins, like I said, Kamala, I mispronounce it, you know, we got to be prepared for the worst, okay? And we got to prepare to stand up for our democracy. I don't mean commit acts of violence. I mean just be mindful of it. So, anyway, thank you for watching. I really hope you understand.